If you plan on employing other people, then it's definitely best to get everything sorted out well in advance regarding their pay and tax. Not only this, but you also need to know about things like employees' rights, national minimum wage, and the rules relating to migrant workers. Although all this might sound a bit daunting at first, don't worry. There's plenty of advice available to help you get to grips with it all. You can download the No Nonsense Guide, for example, which, amongst other things, provides all sorts of useful information. Similarly, another really important area to fully understand is employers' payroll and tax obligations. Nadine de Reza has been in Devon finding out more about this.
Jan and Kingsley Baker set up Men for All Seasons in 2001 to provide gardening services to private homes and estates in and around the West Country. Although they run their business from home, they have 5 full-time employees and have learned for themselves how to run the business side of things as they've gone along.
We got the idea for starting the business from my father, actually, in Australia, who, when I was very young, used to mow lawns part-time to get some extra money in. Now, Men for All Seasons not only just mow lawns, we actually do tree felling, we do fencing, and we do garden clearance.
If you've just taken someone on or are just about to, you need to register with HM Revenue and Customs as an employer, which you can either do online by using the link provided or by calling the new employer helpline. Once this is done, you need to work out how much tax and national insurance contributions you have to deduct from their pay to send to HM Revenue and Customs.
When you register for the first time, they send you a new employer's pack with a helpful CD-ROM, and in that CD-ROM it explains to you what you have to do when paying someone for the first time. It explains about the PAYE Online for Employers service, which is a secure service that you can send information to Revenue and Customs.
Also on the same CD are most of the forms to help you run your payroll throughout the year.
There's even a special calculator that helps you work out and record your employees' national insurance contributions, the tax, and any student loan deductions.
If you're employing people, it's really important that you manage the payroll properly. And some businesses might decide to invest in a payroll software package to help them get this right. So if you are thinking about this, you need to follow the link to the relevant information on Revenue and Customs website. One thing to bear in mind, though, if you do register as an employer and then decide not to go ahead and employ someone, you do need to let HM Revenue and Customs know, or they'll assume you should be sending payments.
Most people who work for a living pay national insurance contributions, which go towards our pensions, benefits, and healthcare. There are 4 main types of national insurance contributions, but when it comes to employing people, it's Class 1 that's most relevant. This is calculated as a percentage of each employee's pay and is deducted at the same time as their income tax. As an employer, you also contribute a share towards this too, which is based on the employee's earnings. If you want access to more information about national insurance contributions, there's a link you can use once you've finished watching this video. But before we finish, one last point. Over the next few years, Revenue and Customs will be changing the way you manage and pay a number of taxes. In many cases, this will mean that the only way to send in your returns will be online, and you'll have to make payments electronically. Should you want any more information on these changes, there's another link provided for this too.